Alright, hello everyone, welcome to my series, Worthless to Wall Street. This is episode number 17. If you guys don't know the rules, basically a long ass time ago I started with 5 mil and I've been merching my way on up. If you guys want to, well actually if you guys want to check it out, just go check out my channel. You can watch from episode 1 all the way down to now if you want to get caught up. Go through some lower tier merches, but right now, this is not all we have. We have about 134 mil, I do believe. Was able to make 14 mil last episode, looking to up that this time. And we're starting off with a heavy ballista merch. Those are going for 100k each, so if I'm able to merch my GE limit, I'll make 600k. And then, you know, just got a straight third age plate body, just sitting there buying, hoping to make a little bit of money off of that. So, welcome to the episode. We're gonna get into some more merches. Alright, so I just, unexpectedly fell asleep. I guess I laid down to watch a little bit of Monday Night Football, and boom, gone for 4 hours, so it's 2:30 a.m. Made 7 GP off of all the death runes, so there's a good, just 70k. That was actually really quick. The ballistas, I think I was able to make, like 70 to 80k, I think almost, yeah, pretty much 90k off of all of these, so that's 630 minus the 100 that we took to find the margins, so good 530 there, so 600k in total. Somehow the third H plate body still hasn't sold, so we'll wait for that overnight until then, gonna try to figure out something else that I can do in the meantime. I meant to, I don't even know what I meant to do, but I accidentally just ended the last recording, so if that didn't line up well, then, my bad. Alright. Morning. I am, so annoyed with these Ferroceptors, to be totally honest with you. Only one sold. Oh my god. It's just like, I do not understand. I don't know why they keep going down, bro. I have no clue. So we're just gonna try to buy another one. Alright, 7-4. I mean, that's the thing. There's just not enough of these being bought. I think, honestly, like, god damn it, bro. All the time. Hey, at least we were able to sell off something. So we got some of the Ferroceptors to sell off. As you can see here, I made, like 210k off of probably all of them. So it's a cool 800k flip. I don't even know what I bought this fucking third age plate body for anymore. But I'm going to list it down to say 96,990k. Please, for the love of God, sell on for that. That was what I wanted to list it down for. Hopefully it sells. We'll still make a few 100k, but I just don't want to get, I don't want it to drop on me. That's it. That's all I want. Alright, so buying a couple Ferroceptors right now. I was able to sell off the third age plate body for 300 to 400k profit, if I remember correctly. Also going to have my main buy over these cannonballs, since I did that with money on my merch, and I was just kind of buying them for my main account. And I probably still will continue to do it, but I think from now on, I'm probably just going to do it with money from my main and just have that be on the side. Alright, so then as you saw with the Ferroceptors buying, this is kind of what idea I had in mind, so I'm going to see how much I can buy this charge Ferroceptor for, and see if we can make any money off of charging them. So as you can see, 7299 and 7064 is what I bought them for, so that'd be a 230k profit, and they might actually get bought more because, people actually need, like, charged ones. I don't think people need the uncharged as much anymore. They used to for, like, the occult altar, I think, for your house, but I think that that's kind of gone out the window now since, it's been a while and everyone has it, I guess. Alright, so there we go, able to sell on 2 of the heavy ballistas for 120k profit. We're going to try to sell on another 2, so then in total we get 480k. I ended up losing about 70k finding the margin, so that'd be 410 in total. As you can see there, 5 Ferroceptors for 7272, and I bought them all for about 7.07 mil, so that's 200k, that's about a mil. And the Ring of Sufferings, I really have no clue. I think I made 75k so far on those, so not a whole lot in general. So, alright, just woke up. I'm a little sick, which kind of sucks, but I'm gonna sell on the Arcane, apparently selling for 76 mil, which means I would make 100k off of that, which is pretty cool. The Gilded Skims, they went up a ton, but apparently they're back down now. I keep refreshing the OS Buddy page, you get something else every time. But right now, I seem to be getting around 12,888k. We'll go for that. That'll give us a good, 220k profit off of each of them if they are able to sell. So in total, these flips would be worth 1.1 mil, maybe. Alright, so to kind of show you what we have done, we ended up selling the Arcane for 76, so good 500k profit there. I'm sick as shit. 222k profit off of 2 of the Gilded Scimitars. We should get another one, so that'd be 666k. Pretty lit. That'll put us at 1.1 mil-ish, and then on the Ferroceptors right now, if these are all able to buy and sell, I bought them all for 36 mil in total and could sell them on for 37.8, so that would mean we've merged 2.9 mil in the last little bit, so that's pretty good. Alright, so pretty crazy. Was able to merge a little bit, I guess. So as you can see here, I was able to sell on pretty much, or I sold on 2 of the Ferroceptors for 370k profit, and then the other 3 for 180k profit, and literally as soon as I got on, my last Gilded Skim sold, which was sitting in there for like 4 hours, so that was really good timing. So I'm going to take the Jar of Darkness out, because that was just a little, you know, hopeful buy, and we are at 139 mil, so that's pretty good. 139.3, so we're going to continue and find some more stoof. Alright, so able to sell off some Kirill's leather tops, able to make 200k, well 240k, I made 60k flip and I had to buy the margins. Then with Tormented Bracelets I made 200k because I had to buy the margin, which was 100k. So in total there we made a good, I don't know, fucking 440k or so. And then with the Ferroceptors right now, they're still buying. Alright, so I haven't recorded a clip on this account for a while, but I've been doing a little bit of stuff, pretty much, I don't know. Well, I don't even know what I could say. I lost a ton of money on Ferroceptors. Ferroceptors 3, I ended up charging some that I bought for like 7.1 and selling them off for like, or 7.2 and selling them off for like 7.05. And so I lost 150k on like 10 or 11 of them. I was going to use it for a video, but decided against it. So I lost like 1.6 mil there. However, I was able to make about probably 300k a Ferroceptor off of these, so I probably made about 3 mil doing that. And then on top of that right now, as you can see, I'm buying some Ferroceptors for 6.5 and selling them on for practically 7, so I'm getting about a 500k merch just for charging them, which is pretty insane. And Heavy Ballistas, I was able to merch 7. I had to buy the margin on one of them. I believe the margin was about 80k or so. If I check here, yeah, it's about 80k. So 80 times what? I think 6. Cause yeah, 80 times 6. So I don't even know what the fuck is that? 480k. So we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Yeah, I haven't recorded a lot of clips lately, so I gotta get back on my grind. Alright, it is the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and collect all of this and end out this offer. So as you can see, we still have 6 Ferroceptors, which, you know, probably sell for around, I would say, this price maybe. So that's 40 mil. So in total, we're up to 140, but you also have to remember, well, I guess I never mentioned this, but I bought a bond on this account for my Hardcore Iron Man, so that was about 3.4 mil that I'm gonna have to transfer over from my main. So in total right now we're about at 143, 144 mil, which is a decent amount of progress, and I'm pretty excited to just see if there's any margins on the Ferroceptors right now. So give me a second. Realistically, I'm just going to sell off one and then start buying for whatever price it sells off for, because I know that there's going to be margins. Actually, well, maybe not. I'm not entirely sure now. Let's see what this goes for. So we're going to buy one of these, 6950. It's not really worth it right now, but the one thing I am going to do is try and sell off these Ferroceptors that I do have and try to make a profit by just lowering the buy price. So as you can see, I'm still making 350k off of each one of these sells. So what I'm trying to do is get that person's offer out, and even if not, I still end up making a ton of money anyways. So as you can see, I don't think I'm going to get his offer out, but I'm sure going to dump some Ferroceptors on him if I can. So we do what we can. So there we go, sold all of them off. I know my voice is probably disgusting right now, but there we go. So yeah, 7 mil actually right there. That actually sold on, so that's 142.3. I was actually really off. I ended up getting 145.7 or so mil. So we'll find something else, I guess, right now, because it kind of gets repetitive with the Ferroceptors, and they don't have that good of a margin right now anyways. Alright, so I've been merching a little bit, as you can see. I've bought the Torture Amulets, found that there was like an 84k margin, then I was able to buy and sell off 4, so in total there, after, you know, making back the money I had to pay for finding the margin, I ended up making about 240k. Then at that point, I bought another 3, accidentally sold 2 of them off to someone else that was merching, and 1 went to myself because I still had an offer in to buy 1 more, and ended up selling that for another 80k, so made 300 some odd k from that. The Tyrannical Ring actually right now has a crazy merge, as you can see, 6.13 mil, and I bought it for 5.6, so that was a 500k merch on Tyrannical Ring, so definitely looking forward to trying to do that a little bit more. But the Zenyte Jewelry actually seems like it has a decent margin, so I'm just going to mess around with that. Alright, so here we go. As you can see, the Necklace of Anguish really has a good margin right now. About 300k, and I've been able to merge. This will be the 5th one. Whenever I bought it, I saw how high it was above like the estimated price, so I didn't even sell it on, so I didn't have to find the margin. So I kind of just made it up on my own, but yeah, this will be 1.5 mil merge with all these pretty much, maybe like 1.4. Alright, so at this point I've been merging a lot of Necklaces of Anguish. I think that this would, with these two being sold off, that would be 7, which would be about 2 mil in total. I also have another 2 selling, which would put me up to about 2.6, but I have bought, I believe, 11. So I don't know what the limit is per hour on these things, so I'm going to keep trying. I figured it would be either 8 or 10, but it doesn't look like either one of those, so I don't know. We'll continue. Honestly, at this point, I don't even know if these things have limits. Like, I don't know if they just, you know, didn't even consider this item when they made, like, GE limits, but at this point, I'm at a pretty high amount of them. I don't even know. Like, yeah, they just keep going. I don't know, and I'm making, like, 250k now off each one, so it's great. I don't know. I got no complaints over here. Ring of Sufferings are finally buying. I'm probably going to list them up a little higher, just because they took this long to buy, so I'm guessing that I could sell them on for more than I initially believed that I could, but yeah. Alright, just sold off a Ring of Suffering for about a 200k profit. Other than that, the Ring of Suffering actively traded price was like 13.4 mil for some reason. I don't know if someone was able to sell one off for that, or it happened to sell one off for that. But as you can see, we had a little bit of stuff going on. I guess I had a lot of Anguish flips. I think I sold off 6, as you can see here, for 14.5, or 14.9 almost, which probably made me about 1.1 mil. I'm going to take everything out, and we're at 100, and is that 48? Oh my god, we're at 148 mil. I also have 3.4 mil in the bank from my bond, so that's 152 mil. Oh my god. We're killing it this episode. Those Anguish flips were insane. I'm going to check and see if there's any other sort of Zenite stuff that I can do, but yeah, this has been crazy. Finished off a couple more merches on Tormented Bracelets. As you can see, I was actually getting some pretty crazy margins on these. I bought and sold the first one. There was a 300k margin. Then I was able to buy off, I think, and probably sell. As you can see, I sold 3, another one. I probably made in total maybe 2 to 2.5 mil off of these. I'm not entirely sure in total, but we're up to 150.1 mil plus the 3.4, so 153.5. Alright, so I was able to merge 4 Torture Amulets, made about 100k off of each of them, but I did have to buy the margin, so 300k profit there. Gonna go and probably just, I mean, the Zenite jewelry is just so good right now, there's no reason for me to hop off of it now, so I'm gonna see what I can do with other stuff. Alright, so just to kind of update you guys on where I'm at and what I've been doing. Just been flipping the rest of the Pharaoh Scepters. I was able to sell, I think, all of them off for 6,849, which means I have no clue how much money I made on them, probably like 350k on all of them. So as you can see here, we got 151.7 mil plus 3.4 mil or whatever, so that's 155-ish mil. So yeah, gonna go to the gym, gonna try to buy some Tormented Bracelets while I'm gone. I don't know if I've hit my 4-hour limit on these things. I don't think I have. I think I just got undercut, but I'm gonna throw in an offer for, let's say, this price, 14,712, and try to buy 10, I guess. Why not? We'll see how that goes. Hopefully they don't drop on me, though, because most of the other Zenite jewelry is lower. And, yeah. Alright, watching the Michigan game right now. Just got back from the gym, and I ended up selling off all these Tormented Bracelets, as you can see. 210k profit off of all of them. So 89.6 is what I ended up selling them for. Bought them all for 88.3, so a good 1.3 mil profit. We'll move on to another item now. Alright, so about to go to bed. My voice probably sounds like complete shit right now, but, I made about, I don't know, 170, 180k off of 5 of these, but, yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I'm just going to take all this money out, and then you guys can kind of have an idea as far as to where we are. Let me throw this in real quick. Alright, so as you can see there, 27.3 added on to hit this, and you will get pretty much what? 155 plus the 3.4 in the bank, so 158.4. Lit. Nothing bought, obviously, as you can tell. I'm pretty fucking tired, but we're gonna find some items to merge. I don't know why I'm so tired, bro. Alright, so here we are. It looks like these things aren't going to buy. I've had the offers in for about 20 minutes now. Nothing's bought. But as you can see, I was able to flip a couple Necklace of Anguish for 120k. I had to buy the margin, so made about 360k there. Made 180k off one of those flips because I had to, you know, make back the margins. So made like 500k, nothing too much. Alright, here we are. So sold off all of our Zenite shards. Not that I really informed you guys about them in the first place, but we barely made any money off of them. I bought them for 11.83k. They dropped a lot. Their margins were a lot higher. Obviously, I wouldn't have bought those if I would have known that. I made a little bit of money off these Rings of Suffering. As you can see, I was making like 105k off of each one or so. And then Pharaoh Scepters, right now there's a pretty decent margin. I'm going to buy another Pharaoh Scepter 3 so I can see what I could be able to charge it and get it to sell for. Alright, so here we are, able to sell off my bond for like a 200k loss after, you know, I just wanted to use it for another account but then didn't end up using it. And then 68 mil over here, barely made any money on the Pharaoh Scepters, probably like 600k in total. But there we go. So as you can see, 96 mil. However, I did just buy a imbued heart for my main account real quick, just to go ahead and make a video with it. So right now, that would mean I'm up to about 159 mil almost. So that's pretty cool. We're going to get on to doing some other stuff though while I go to the rec. Well, that was more successful than I thought it would be. Before I left to go to the gym, I ended up buying my third age robe, or third age plate body, what the hell, and I ended up selling it off for 500k while I was gone, so pretty quick profit there, nothing too shabby. We'll try to find some items now. Alright, so as I guess I haven't said anything, but all I've been doing is just buying some anguishes. I was making like 90k off of all of them. And then bought some tortures and made about 70k off of all of them. So I think somewhere in here we probably made about 1 to 1.5 mil. I don't know how many of what we bought and sold. I'm so confused. Alright, so we just got done charging 9 Pharaoh Scepters, as you can see. I bought it for 6850, the Pharaoh Scepters 3. So I'm making 145k per charge. So somewhere around 1.2, 1.3 mil or so from all of these Pharaoh Scepters that are in my bank. Also, forgot I had a cool 500k just sitting here in loot passive keys in my bank that I, you know, probably had from a previous merch, so I'm just going to sell those on real quick. Alright, so that imbued heart that I used for my other video, actually in the time that I bought it, went up 1.7 mil, so we were able to make that much money off of that. We have 142 mil right here, 142.6 and 20.7 here, so once I take that out, that's 163.4 mil, which is honestly insane. I don't know how much progress we've made this episode, but I know it is a lot. Alright, I can barely talk because I am just so fucking sick right now, but as you can see, we have one Tormented Bracelet left to sell off. I know I didn't go through these kind of things that much, but one thing I did notice is there is a shit ton of merches that I did this video. This video is going to be long as fuck now that I start to edit it. But I was able to merge off about 4, I think, tortures, so we made 360k there. The Sufferings, we made about 400k with all of those, and then we did merge some Tormented Bracelets as well, as you can see. I don't know exactly what I bought them for because I can't see it anymore, but I know I made around 100k off of those, but then I ended up losing 100k on the one I just insta-sold. But we're going to collect all of this and see where we are at. So we are at 164 mil. That is honestly just an insane profit that we made this episode. This was over the span of about 6 days, I would say. So I made 30 mil in 6 days, which is actually pretty insane. It's about, oh god, 30 mil in 6 days, it's 5 mil. Okay, we're good. Thought I was going to mess that up. I knew it was pretty simple. But 5 mil a day, that's literally insane. I honestly am not even on that merching that much. We just had some crazy ass flips this episode. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, feel free to hit that like button. If you guys have any ways that you want me to improve, go ahead and comment about them down below. If you guys want to see all of my other Worthless to Wall Street episodes, you can check out my channel. There's a playlist for that. And if you guys want to be informed as soon as the next one goes live, hit that sub button. Nonetheless, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.